Hello everyone, this is Randy here again. Another episode of Farming Simulator 15. And we are playing on the Bjornholm map. And hopefully this episode we're going to start by selling some wheat. I've got the Doots tractor planting on the other field there. That should be the last field, I believe, that needs to be planted. Double check that a minute. 23, 24, 29, 30 is all set. Yeah, 38. So you should check. How are the animals doing? Grass, they're okay. Straw, yeah, pretty good. Silage, probably could use to dump some more silage in there. Do have a little bit of liquid and solid manure. We've only got 10 cows, so yeah, it's not going to add up real quick. Oh, we do have 3 eggs. Only 3, though. Interesting. Yeah, this guy's planting this field. Doing too bad. Okay, that's full. And where are we going to take this? Wheat. Yard. Grain elevator. Windmill. Definitely the windmill. Okay. Doesn't look like that's changed much. That was something I was hoping they would kind of change a little bit. Maybe, you know, make it a little more random as to which location actually has the better price. Just seems like that mirror there is flashing a bit. Other 2 seem okay. Huh. What's that middle mirror? Weird. Yeah, there should be an update coming out for the game here pretty quick. I think they released the patch notes for it now. I haven't actually had time to look at them yet. I'm not sure what they have all fixed or going to fix, but and I'm hoping with the money we get, we can probably afford that field. So we can put grass on it for the cows. And then the mixing wagon, of course. Let's see, do we have anything else to sell? Corn, yeah, but we're going to hold on to the corn. Could sell the sugar beets. Let's see, I'll have to check where we got to sell that corn at again. I don't remember. Actually, you know what? It's probably that flashing one. Freight yard or the shipping office? They're both flashing. I'm guessing it's the shipping office that has an orange or a green circle around it. So, I'm guessing that means I got to go with it. I'm just guessing. $192. Okay. That gives us a little bit of working capital, I guess you could say. What do we got for comments on the last episode here? We got Blake. He was saying, haha, whack a baler with a tractor, it'll all be good. Yeah, that's that's what I did with that baler. Whacked it, and all was good. So I don't know why, but it was having fits and bouncing around and shaking all over the place there around by that barn there. Gave it a whack with a tractor, and it seemed to settle down. So actually, I haven't even looked over there. Take a look at that baler and make sure it isn't doing something silly over here. Doesn't look like it is from here, so let's see if the sugar beets is this one here. Yes, it is. Actually, have the sugar beet prices recovered yet? Yeah, not exactly. 450, 450. Looks like either the shipping or the transport. I do have a course for this, so Sell sugar to shipping. I guess we're going to sell it to the shipping. Works for me. I can probably tell him to trade. Yeah, okay, he'll stop. And he should go sell it once he's full. Let's just take a quick wander over by this baler here. Make sure he's not doing something silly. Doesn't look like he is. Yeah, that looks good. I don't think it's, I wonder if it's just those bales in it maybe that were, I didn't like. I'm not sure. It looks okay now. That is good. And I think what we'll do here, we're going to take these bales down to the cows here. We probably should take the New Holland. I don't know if the New Holland will pull that trailer, though. We'll find out, I guess. And I think we can hook this trailer to that weight back here. I know, like, everybody keeps telling me I can do this, so... Now, bale's going to stay put. That's going to be the question. They have so far. Oh boy, fishtailing. Not good. Probably don't want to take this turn too sharp either. Take a nice, slow, gradual turn here. J.E. Tedgemeyer was saying, can you give me a link for the GPS tutorials? I can probably do that. I'll have to try to remember to do that after recording here. And I hope they come out with a cat pack, or at least the Cat 980 loader soon. This is another fine show. Thank you. Thank you for that. I don't know if they came out with the Cat 980 yet, but they have come out with a bigger loader bucket for those that are interested. I think it was on LS 2015 I seen it. Maybe that FSUK. One of those two sites I've seen a bigger loader bucket. Now, I'm not sure how much bigger, but it didn't. I don't think they said the size of it. They just showed a picture from the original, and then the larger bucket. It was much larger, so. Okay, where shall we put this? That'll be a good location. Probably the other side of the silage here, I'm going to say. We could go by that barn there, too, maybe. Kind of want a little bit of room here to work with this, so... This place almost looks like it's for storing something. And by storing something, I mean, you know, crops of some sort. Or if you can put straw here. I don't think you can, but it sure looks, because it looks the same as the building for the sugar beets and potatoes, I think. No, I don't want you. I want, yeah, we'll take you, sure. Take a quick look at this building here. Yes, that is an identical building. Interesting. Okay. Might have to just try that, just see if you can stick straw in there or something. I doubt you can, but you never know. Yeah, this looks like a fairly good spot here. We'll dump the wagon. Okay. And then let's pick up the mixing vehicle here. Like I said, this time around I want to get this bigger one here. Past, I usually have always gotten this one in 2013. I think we'll give this one a try. Yeah, we pretty much got the money for it, so buy that and fetches the purchase. There we go. Yeah, if that building can hold grass and straw, that'd make it extremely simple. You could pretty much just drive this thing up there and pick up whatever you needed. Oh, there goes our New Holland. Back to the farm. A Drake 79 says, I believe the New Holland with the tracks, the 435 horsepower one, and at least one of the other larger models are the same type that cannot hook up to some of the trailers. I think that's true of all the New Hollands, and I'm not sure about all the case tractors, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Maybe you can hook up to the small one. I'm not sure, but you cannot hook up to this one, I don't think. This one, the T6, T8, or the T8 with tracks. Not sure about this one. I'm just guessing probably not. And I'm also quite sure you can't hook up the higher trailer hitches with a case Magnum here either, if I had to guess. At least that's the way it was in 2013 too, anyway. The case tractors that came with the titanium pack, they did not have the higher hitches. So I'm guessing it's the same way here. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know for sure. Just would be my guess. That's why I'm looking at the Dutch tractor there, by the way. Because I'm fairly confident that that one would have one, so... Michael was saying 2 in one day, that is good. One spider bite and a different Randy. I don't know if I'm different from the spider bite. Still recovering from it yet. Bloody thing is taking forever to get better. Still quite a bit sore. And all that good stuff, so... still not feeling 100% from it. Yeah, it seems like it's slowly getting better. Been much better this week than it was last week, so... yeah, definitely do not want to get bit by a spider. No fun at all. Okay. I guess I probably should have put the mixing wagon over here. I really need grass, because I don't really actually need the straw bales to make mixed rations. I do need the grass, though. Guess we could start on that. And no sense selling that. We'll just put that back in the storage here. 400. No, it says 0. I thought it said there was a little bit in here. Of course, place indicated a little bit. Yeah, it shows a little bit in there. Why does the fill cell say 0, though? See if it'll let us empty it. Yeah, it will let us empty it. No, it will not let us empty it. Okay, it's the right one, right? That is sugar beets. Interesting. Okay. Can I put something else in this then? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I thought Courseplay said there was like 485 sugar beets in here. And let me put wheat in it. Okay. Probably just overwrote whatever was in there. I believe that's the case. If there's like a really small percentage, it'll just overwrite it. So... Michael was also saying he didn't know about the baler either. Didn't want to buy one for hay and for straw. Yeah, that does make it much easier. So if you only get a couple bales, you can actually eject the bales. You don't have to wait so long for them to actually get what you need. Actually, I really should put this on the front. And I can put the baler on the back. Actually, we're probably, I'm not going to be able to bale straight grass. I'm going to need a tedder, at least a tedder yet. And ideally a rake as well. Just happen to think of that. Maybe a couple more investments we're going to have to make yet then. Oh, let's just take a quick look then. Tedder. 10 if we get the small one. 27, that's not too bad. And rakes, or windrowers. 17, 32. Or 75. Yeah, that's probably going to be a little outside of our price range at the moment. I think probably at least this one. And we could probably get the bigger windrower as well. 13 meters. That is a fairly good size. That is 6. And we could possibly get that one. That's not too bad. 6.5. Hard to read comments and drive at the same time, especially on these curvy roads. Kind of pick a nice big spot to start mowing here. Yeah, if we're going to tether it up, I kind of want a nice big wide open area. Yeah, we're going to pass you. Probably this area here. This is what I mowed last time to get the grass for the silage. There's kind of an open area here. There's also like a little grass field there. Not real big, mind you, but there's another one of those sheds. I bet you that's just for equipment. I bet you can't actually put anything in it then. Oh, thought that guy was going to go straight there. It's like, oh crap. We're going to have an accident. Okay, let's put the baler in the shed here. Now, one thing I'm curious about, because obviously we have it's a 33% straw bale at the moment. I wonder if we're going to get a straw bale out of that or a grass bale. Guess we'll have to find out. Probably be next episode before we find out, though. Just out of curiosity, we'll check that field again. I do want to get that so I can plant grass. That'll make it much easier. And like I said, too, we could possibly get into some biogas plant at that point as well. $78,000. I think we're gonna buy it. I know that doesn't give us enough money. Well, it does actually give us enough money to buy a tedder, but get the small one. I think my plan is maybe I'll hopefully do a little bit of logging off screen here. End of this episode, maybe we'll get enough money if I sell a couple logs. Then we can probably buy windrower and the tedder. I probably could have grabbed one of the smaller tractors to do the baling here. Okay, I think we're just going to start by mowing this area here. Actually, let me double check here. Is that guy who's planting done yet? He's not. Okay. Say if he was, I was going to get him planting grass. Seriously, all the faster we can go? Okay, 13. Not sure why it went to 6 miles an hour. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, Michael continued to say, I have to admit, though, that they changed the bale size from 4 to 6,000 like in 2013. The amount just works better with a coon. Yes, it does, because that thing does, I'm assuming that hasn't changed. It is 18,000, I'm guessing. General, does it say in the store? No, 12. Oh, this has a lot smaller capacity, doesn't it? I did not realize that. Interesting. Should have bought that one then. Oh well. Why does it keep going to 6 here? That's weird. Not sure why it's doing that. Actually, I was thinking about that. If it is 12,000, I wonder how we're going to make that work with the bales then. Interesting, I guess. We'll find out. Michael also continued to say, and if I, Randy, or any of the other subscribers know how long trees need to be fully mature, I'd appreciate the info. Can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'm guessing you're talking about the ones you plant there with this thing, I'm guessing. You know what? I am not sure. I don't actually know. I haven't obviously done that yet, so. I know in 2013, you know, the little red mark on the tree when they were ready. And that was usually 4 days game time, so I'm just guessing here it's probably the same, I would think. I'm not sure on that. And Michael also says, final part of the comment, thanks for the video. So yes, you're welcome. Did have a little bit of issue with last episode. The audio got screwed up. And my normal editing software that I normally use could not use the audio for some reason. It's like, oh crap, no audio. And I tried, also got the FreeMaker video editor. I forget the exact name of it there. It plays its little thing at the end of the video. I'm not real happy about that part, but yeah, at least it was able to use the audio yet, so not entirely sure. Hopefully this episode's good. We'll find out, I guess, when I go to edit it. Yeah, I use open source broadcast. That's normally what I use to record. And it showed the audio as being, you know, recorded. The volume's going up and down and the levels and all that good stuff. But when I actually went to edit it and process it, there was no audio. It's like, what in the world? Yeah, I think we got it solved though, so there's audio on last episode. Yeah, it really sucks if you got to do like a voiceover after you're finished recording. You don't know what you talked about during the video. Was debating about just trashing the episode and recording another. And so, yeah, we'll give this FreeMake a try. I know I've tried it in the past. Does a halfway decent job. Creates a really nice file size for uploading, I'll have to say. I just don't particularly care about their little advertisement they put at the end of the video all the time. I mean, if they gave me the option to pay for it and remove that bit, I probably would use it more often, but yeah, because of that, I don't. Okay, that is probably not going to be enough to get a bale, is it? I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Yeah, as far as the weather goes, it's been quite snowy out by us. Had a weather storm warning yesterday. And I think we're under a weather storm advisory at the moment. It keeps on snowing. Crazy for November. Yeah, I think I heard on the news on the way home, some place got like 20 inches of snow in the last 24 hours or something like that. It's like, oh my goodness, that is just ridiculous for November. And the old Farmer's Almanac, though, predicted it was going to be a humdinger of a winter, so it's definitely starting out to be one, that is for sure. And so stinking cold, too. It's, what was it, like 15 this morning when I got up to go to work? Absolutely crazy. Definitely need to bundle up warm, that is for sure. Got the wind chill too, because of course it's blowing and drifting and all that nasty stuff out by us. Really don't care to mow this field. I did pick up the grass in it here when I did the silage. Just such a small field, it actually doesn't work that well. I guess we'll give it a try. We do need more grass, and it is a nice open area, sort of. What if the chainsaw works on fences? That'd be nice. I doubt it. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I'm quite sure I don't. Just gotta stay away from the fence here. Double check here, is that guy done planting yet? Just about, okay. And yeah, like I said, hopefully off screen there I'll do a little bit of logging, and then we can make a little bit of money hopefully that way. Make another 45,000 or so, that should be pretty good. That's usually about what we make per load with the wood, so that should give us enough money for a tedder and windrower. You know what, I think this mower can mow backwards. Try that in a minute. Yes I can. Interesting. Actually, that probably makes some sense, because this mower, they probably figure if you put it behind your tractor. The only trouble is if you put it behind your tractor in real life, then you're riding over what you're mowing. Not such a great thing, so... You know, ideally you want to mow it, then ride over it, if that, hopefully that makes sense anyway. You don't want to ride over it before mowing it, otherwise it kind of flattens it down, and you could possibly have the chance of, you know, not being able to mow it. And yeah, somehow in real life, I doubt if this mower would actually work both ways. Actually, out of curiosity, if you go backwards, does the grass still come out of the back of it? Ah, it does. That is funny. That is hilarious. What I'm talking about there, if you see the little animation of the grass coming out the back of the mower here, if you go backwards, it still comes out the back of the mower. That's funny. At least I think it's funny. Yeah, like I said, kind of a difficult area to mow, really. Not as big as it needs to be, so ideally, you know, if the fence wasn't there or something, it'd probably be perfect. Must be a little bump there or something. Didn't want to mow that. Anyway, folks, with that, I think we'll call it an episode there. Hopefully we'll come back next episode and we can do some windrowing and baling. Now we'll get some mixed rations going for our cows, finally. Not that they're doing that bad. We actually got them 80% with the grass, straw, and silage, so that's actually pretty good. I'd like to get them up to 100%, so hopefully we'll work on that next episode. So hey, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.